Hi, Andrew from Connected Digital World here. We're here at the world famous racetrack Brands Hatch in England to talk about the forthcoming game Project Cars. So thank you for joining us. Would you like to introduce yourself and tell us what you do?
So my name's Oliver James Webb. I'm the test driver for BAC Mono and the championship leader in the European Le Mans Championship.
So that's quite an impressive title. Tell us all about it.
So I started racing as a kid when I was karting, and then got signed up by BMW and then Formula 3, and then kind of went up the ranks. Lived in America for a bit and did Indy, and then moved back here and raced in the feeder series to Formula 1, and then became a factory driver for prototypes. And yeah, lucky to be leading the championship so far this year. And I was working alongside BAC Mono, which is the only road legal single-seater supercar in the world, and I do all their kind of test and driving development, and they needed it in the game, and that's where I kind of got introduced to Project Cars.
Okay. So tell us about exactly what you've been doing in Project Cars.
So I've been helping out with, for instance, they get all the CAD and physical data for the cars, and then they laser scan all the tracks. And a lot of simulator games now do that, but they wanted to go one step further, so they spoke to myself, Nick and Ben Collins and a few of the other guys and said, okay, we need to know where the sun comes up or where the water collects on tracks, or what this car should do if it's side by side with this car, and which panels come off easier, and so much detail that other simulation games maybe haven't even gone into either. So I help with all that kind of stuff where it's not easy just to go and race at Le Mans 24 Hour or go and race at Monaco, and I'm lucky enough to be doing that, so I can come back from those race weekends and give over information.
So how realistic is it then? Come on.
It's yeah, it is the most realistic thing I've driven outside of a Formula 1 simulator, so it won't be long before Formula 1 simulators are out of a job and you can just play it in your living room.
So have you tried it on VR things like Oculus Rift or Project Morpheus?
Yes, yeah, I've not Project Morpheus, but I've tried it on Oculus, and it was pretty weird. It was so realistic, and the owner of BAC Mono actually was sitting in a Mono and trying it and looking around his own creation of the car he's made in game, and it's just yeah, it's something really to behold. So that'll be amazing when it comes out on Project Morpheus and Oculus as well.
Excellent. So how do you find it compared to, I mean, obviously you drive the real thing and then you play the game and you say that it's very realistic. Which do you prefer?
Well, obviously, real life is what I do for a job, but and that's what I love doing. But it's unlike, I was speaking to the guys before, it's unlike football or tennis where you can go and just buy a football and practice in your back garden. Racing, you've got to fly mechanics and team and car and everything across the world and spend 30, 40, 50,000 pounds for one day's practice. Whereas that's what makes simulator games so important, and especially in the racing world, that people can go and do that at home, or I can come back from work or a race weekend and go, oh, I always did that corner wrong, and sit back in my front room and carry on practicing it.
So what's your dream track and your dream car then?
In the game, what I've played so far in terms of dream car and dream track combination is the BAC Mono around Spa. It's a great track, a great car. The way the sun comes up and the way the grip is just exactly like how it is when I've driven it there.
Okay. And in real life, if you could drive any car on any track?
I think after standing on the podium at Le Mans, it would be Le Mans 24 Hours in a prototype car. It's going to be one of my favourites. I do love the Macau track, which is an island off of Hong Kong, and a Formula 3 car. That's a pretty daring track as well.
Great. And tell us what else you're doing over the next few months.
So we've got 2 rounds left of my championship, so I fly to France next week, and we go to defend our points lead at the minute, and then we go to Portugal after that. So Portugal will be the final race of the year, and hopefully we can win the championship there.
Excellent. And where can people find out more about you?
So I'm at Oliver James Webb on pretty much everything, from Twitter to Instagram to Facebook, Oliver Webb Racing, so it's all over there.
Excellent. Thank you very much for your time today.
Great, thanks.
Thanks for watching. Why not subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking on the link on the screen now? And check out some Project Cars gameplay of Brands Hatch taken from the PS4 version.